very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Watch the matches with bo3.gg, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with bo3.gg.
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
The champion of champions.
Welcome back to the CCT podcast. We got a couple of things to break down for you. We got some post-player break tournament results. We got the current CCT rankings, and we got the results of the online finals number 2. Interview coming up as well.
Enjoy the interview with one of my favorite and incredibly handsome individuals, along with Taz. It's going to be a banger.
So lots of exciting topics. The absolute legend of the game, it is Taz.
Directly beside him, Taco work together, but they don't go in the same peak. Oh! Taz! The devil strikes, and Taz ties the game.
How's retirement been? Would you get back with the old VP squad?
Would our fans like to see this?
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become
The champion of champions.
Well, it was close to being an upset. However, BNE, they make past Sprout. It was very close, but they get themselves into the quarterfinals. Now, can we see Aurora do the same, or are ThunderFlash going to be able to succeed in their upset? If they are, it's going to have to be a friend masterclass. But without that, I think Aurora are going to be continuing on their upward trajectory.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It'll be an interesting game for sure. Let's take a look at kind of what is coming up, because you did mention it, Aurora, ThunderFlash. I'd like to take a look just specifically at these rosters, ThunderFlash in particular, because obviously they made it through. They made it a little bit difficult to try and make it forward, and here they are. Klemeska, Biami, Friend, Demo, Exist. And you said in particular, Freddie, that it needs to be sort of a friend masterclass. I do agree with you. I also feel like Demo adds a lot of experience to this team. The new additions are helping ThunderFlash quite a lot. And the issue you've got is when you go up against this Aurora team, who have had a very good honeymoon period in CS2, then I think things are going to be a little bit difficult for them.
Yeah, and you can see where the games that ThunderFlash have actually lost in this main Swiss. It's been mostly because like Friend hasn't done well. Like I'm just taking like some recent games as well, like against Illumina when they lose. It's because of Friend and yeah, there's the group stage results there. You can see ThunderFlash. They lost to Chosen few, but we're going to take a look at the Aurora roster. We brought them up for a second. We've spoken about the underdogs. Now we can talk about the favorites. As you said, great little honeymoon period. They've only lost really against some very strong teams in CS2. But apart from challenging, the Prodigy and Sinners, but having a great run in Rubeck Cup, this team were going so well and were doing great coming into the RMRs. They did pretty well at the RMRs for Paris, and then afterwards, they've just fallen off a cliff. They did bring in a coach. They brought in Innershine. He was replacing Starix. Like, they've had some very experienced coaches, and now they've even got a more experienced one of Hooch, and I think he's going to be trying to lend a very helping hand.
Yeah, just looking at the roster here, it looks like we got a potential stand-in situation. Latic is not present. It's Easy.
Oh, bro, Easy is nuts.
Instead.
Man, this guy's so good.
Okay, well, you seem to know a lot more about Easy than I do. Do you want to, like, kind of let me know? What's
like, there's
here,
not
apparently.
much. He's very inexperienced. The first game on him on HLTV I casted, he went 35-9 on Vertigo against Laser Cats.
Okay.
Bro's insane on the AWP.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to see. I want to look at vetoes. I want to see kind of where this one leads. The difficulty with ThunderFlash is that Aurora share a lot of the vetoes with them. So I feel like we're going to be seeing strong maps for both teams. ThunderFlash pick Ancient. Again, a strong Aurora map. Aurora go for Anubis. You can see that one coming a mile off. And then the Decider map. Where does this one go? Maybe, just looking at the stats, probably Nuke or potentially could go Mirage. Aurora had the choice. They decide to take it towards Nuke. Anubis, Ancient, Nuke, tell you what, banging veto. But with that being said, I feel like Aurora should still have this.
Yeah, like, okay, granted they aren't playing with a very key component, and they aren't playing with Latic. I think that's going to obviously be to their detriment. However, like, you're not bringing in just this guy who's going to, like, not do well. I think Easy, like, super inexperienced. Like, he really hasn't got many games. I think he's got, like, 2-3 tournaments on HLTV in total, and, like, I think they play, like, ESCA main, or they've just qualified for an advance, Aurora Youngblood. But, like, he is very, very good, seriously talented, has held his own against some of the better squads. Making playoffs with the Aurora Youngblood team is quite a difficult feat, because that team, as I said, like, they haven't got they haven't got that much experience, and like pushing some teams to a very far extremity. Like, they beat Ecstatic, they beat Falcons, they beat Los Cagutos. Those are the teams that are better than ThunderFlash in my perspective, and Easy played very well in those games. I think he's going to be having a really good showing here, and I think him being brought up as if a stand-in, whatever the story is, but if it's a stand-in, then I think it's going to be very beneficial to him, because he's only going to be learning more, and I think it's going to be really exciting that he is able to broadcast his capabilities on everyone.
Yeah, and also the fact you've got Hooch coming in as a coach as well. Obviously, Innershine kind of left Aurora, went to Bet Boom. You wondered who was going to fill the void. Hooch coming in, I think, is a really good pickup for Aurora. I feel like they're going to learn a lot off him as well. The introduction to CS2, obviously, we said it's been doing really well. I feel like that will still continue here. I mean, you take a look, sure, it's not with Latic, it is with Easy, but look, Aurora, they narrowly lost out to Monte in Rubet. They beat Apex, they beat Big, they beat Heroic, despite Heroic kind of having all their issues. They forced them to 3 maps, they beat Eternal Fire. Like, they've been looking really good, Aurora, and I've been super impressed. And I'm really excited to kind of see where this one ends up. I think for ThunderFlash, for them, it's all about just putting on a good showing. All of these maps are good for ThunderFlash. But I feel like Aurora, they played the higher caliber of opposition. They're going to be more on point. I feel like this is more like a David versus Goliath story.
Yeah, I will say, and being very harsh in the critique, Aurora were the biggest drop-offs for me and the biggest like one of the biggest disappointments in this year. I thought they were like, I was so impressed what they were doing. I was thinking they were going to be turning a lot of heads, and placing quite nicely, you know, like doing very well internationally against some very, very big teams. I thought this was going to be their breakthrough, and then after the RMRs, it's been such muddled results. You know, first round in these CCT tournaments, the odd deep run, the odd time they've made it through to a close qualifier, and then now with CS2, like they made it to that Sky Sports esports like competition in India, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, in India with OG, they qualified to that. They beat TSM. They beat Bait. Like not the bigger teams, but it's definitely something. And then, as you said, Rubet, like against against the Zantaras, who's taken CS2 in his stride, and an Eternal Fire that have already mentioned, be like, look, we've got this ranking. We're not here by luck. We want to make sure that we are good, and Aurora just dumps at them. And I think a good win against Big and then a close game against Monty is very respectable. But the game is finally live. We can stop talking about our pedantics. We can start talking about our speculations. ThunderFlash, they are going to be heading on to their map pick. They'll be heading on to Ancient, and let's see what they can do up against Goliath.
Quite a lot of utility here for ThunderFlash as well, and immediately out the gate they are running it all the way to A. It's going to be a quick play here, and Aurora, there's 3 players positioned on B. It would have to be a retake effort immediately based on what Celta can achieve.
Yeah, it's going to be a full execute on the same bomb site. Celta, I don't think he can really fight this. He's going to have to back off. Maybe play around the smoke for a kill or two. But ultimately, it's going to be very difficult. You don't want to overstay your welcome. You don't want to push too hard by yourself. And okay, Kenzie just spam through the smoke. Gets gooshed instantly. That's very unfortunate. It was very far away. Now, Easy, I've been hyping him up. Perform for me on this stage. Nope, Glamanska swings on him. Nails him to the floor. But Easy will be given that information over towards teams, and that's when they start to fight forward. Lackey claims 2. He's going to find a 3rd. Friend. I identified him on the AWP as being a big star factor and win potential for ThunderFlash, but unfortunately, in the 2 versus 1, he gets double swung. And even though Kenzie and Celta have 46 HP combined, it won't be enough for Friend to make do.
Fair play to Celta, because he's the one that stays alive that entire time. He waits for his team to come in. There's so many people who will just kind of take the swings, take the initiative out of just trying to be the hero in moments like it. And as a result, you kind of get these situations in which kills can be isolated on that T side. Things could have definitely played out a lot more differently, but by the virtue of Celta staying alive, that definitely helps Aurora out a lot more. Lackey, I think, has definitely elevated himself. There are these players that have just got better since CS2 has come out. Lackey is certainly one of them. He is the guy to watch today, in my opinion.
Well, he's already had a very good performance of the pistol round. Let's see if that can continue. Celta right now just gifted 1 frag up on a silver platter. Needs to be careful though, that reload coming in a very bad time. Just leaves Easy all by himself to anchor towards, say, bomb site with the A1S. They are so close. Look how Exist is just going to be turning that corner, and Easy needs to be very careful. Has got support from Lucky, your main man. But this over-rotation from Aurora could be their downfall, because the army has just taken all that space towards B. They're going to identify this, and do they just scurry away? Because if they just turn and tug towards the B bomb site, the army's going to be here ready and waiting. That's exactly what's going to happen, but Kenzie still wins out the duel. And now ThunderFlash, where do they go with this? Because Friend's got the bomb, and it's not a clear B bomb site anymore.
Yeah, it's really weird now, because you can come back towards A if you want, but Demo's just given up all of the space in Donut. So instead he goes through red, Norway holding on the other side, and Demo can't win out the gunfight. Suddenly ThunderFlash in a really uncomfy position. Friend just waiting patiently, but ultimately will need to try and commit it in towards a bomb site, and if he doesn't, he's probably going to get hunted down anyway. You can see that Kenzie's on the angle. You've also got Lackey that's pushed deep in towards B ramp. It will be the MP9 that finds the kill. A lot of money made there for Aurora.
And a round that could have got really dangerous. The over-rotations, I was a little bit skeptical, but the army just whiffed his lines. Like, I don't know, he has that one nailed down. If he'd gone towards long, or maybe even just tucked himself in somewhere, I think they would have just run straight past him in some fashion. But ThunderFlash, yeah, no, not the greatest of rounds. I can't lie. That was a win potential for them. However, they're going to be put down onto the eco.
Yeah, and we saw what Indecision can do to rosters literally in that last best of 3. So for ThunderFlash, I feel like they just need to commit to a game plan and just go, okay, this is what we want to do, let's do it. Rather than kind of deviate away from it. Aurora did a really good job at shutting them down. But I feel like as soon as you've got Biami taking that space, you just need to commit to it. Because otherwise you're, well, ended up in situations like that in which Aurora are able to restrict your opportunities, take away your kills piece by piece, and suddenly you're just in a really uncomfortable scenario. Such as this one, with Aurora getting all of the map control. Lackey's even sat in a smoking elbow with an MP9. There's no way through here for ThunderFlash.
No way. Okay, like, they can't get through, but I have no idea how that's a headshot. I don't know where his bullets went, but they weren't to his head. And, okay, finally gets brought to his knees, but it should be an easy cleanup. Realistically, Lackey has done well with the SMG. He's got good money. He's died with it. That means he can drop an AWP over to easy in this round. And they've got full rifles, AWP, happy days, hunky-dory. Just, is he gonna... Yeah, I think so. Regardless, very nicely done right now from Aurora. And yeah, easy. I would assume he's dropped his rifle for an AWP. And yeah, there it is. The big green in his hands. 19 years old. Incredibly inexperienced. But my god, don't let that betray you. Or, like, make you think he's not actually that good, because he is fierce with it.
Alright. I'm excited. Lackey gonna blow open this smoke as well. That'll give him the sightline in mid. Oh, immediately. Does dispatch. Klemenska. What a really good opening kill. Oh, the army's even being spammed through the wall. This is going from bad to worse hit for ThunderFlash. Aurora, oh, they're loving life. Look at this. It is so easy for them in this round. He's not even had to fire off an AWP shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, it makes your life 10 times easier if you're just sat back and your rifles do all the work. However, this is when I think he is going to be needed, because Demo cracks open the A bomb site, easy, sideline with a flashbang. If they can get his kill onto Demo, it will give them so much, it will actually be to their really to their benefit, as the bomb is making its way towards the B-bomb site. Aurora, I don't know what they've been doing with these over-rotations, but they love just running and gunning down towards a bomb site as soon as they get a lick of resistance. So Friend gets the bomb planted, and there is no resistance. Luckily for them, though, they do deal with Demo, so it's going to give them a passageway back towards this B-bomb site.
Everyone's got kits. There's quite a lot of utility here as well. Friend's tucked into the corner at short. He gets mollied out. And now, time is being bought for Norway, but exists just turns on a dime. Really great kill. Flashbangs as well affecting Aurora. They need to start getting involved in this bomb site a lot more. But the smoke's acting as a shield. It's safeguarding ThunderFlash in this bomb site. Can't go for it now. If you're Aurora, you're just looking for kills on the way out. Kenzie will find it, but it's ThunderFlash ultimately with the round.
Just time. I don't know, like, I really don't like this over-rotation. Nori was very good at getting quick on their heels, but a little bit unjointed, and this round falls away very easily. They get 2 kills towards A, and Aurora just pure panic. Like, look at this as well, Nori going way too early. He needs to be Waiting for his masses. He needs to let those two players from CT take the first contact, then he enables himself, but instead he goes too early, and ThunderFlash, a first round they have fought for, very nice entries towards A, but overall it felt like that came way too easy considering there was a double entry, but oh my god, look at this movement from Easy. Unfortunately the smoke does block him, but my god, that was so close to something purely magical.
They did blow open the smoke, and as a result, they tuck in towards the spam that Kenzie's laying down in cave. He's got to be careful, though, because players can just walk through the smoke and blindside him. And, well, that's exactly what happened. Still manages to take one to the grave with him somehow, some way. But because of the passive nature that Aurora has been occupying at the rest of B, ThunderFlash got the site.
Bomb gets planted. 4 versus 4. This time there's a little bit more resistance immediately for Aurora. There's not going to be that 10-15 seconds of grace. Utility starts pouring in. Now Celta's joined up with them. Easy. Good beginning to this retake. They identify ones towards Cave with a flashbang. Lackey is just happy to let his teammates cover him as he targets Default and Friend. Spam on the bomb. He thought they were still on it, and Easy, he's just going to stick the defuse. Everyone's given him such great support, and now Friend needs to be careful. He actually holds on to this AK, but on the duality of that, I really don't want to see them running him down with USPs.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Yeah, cool movement here, as highlighted on the replay, but I think it's the fact that Kenzie gets 1 kill here is just ridiculous. And then from there, Aurora, the retake, the protocols are a lot more consistent because they're in the right positions early on, as you mentioned. But the fact that they're there so early means they can get set up a lot faster. They've got a lot more time to work with. ThunderFlash, despite winning 1 round, immediately sent back to the drawing board, and they want to go B once more. They want to keep committing into this ideal. Kenzie doing a lot of damage, Norway with another. And despite Klemenska walking wounded yet again, ThunderFlash got the bomb site.
Last time the retake was perfect. They throw the needle just very cleanly. Now, is this going to be the same case? Firstly, they have to push through the smoke, and luckily with their smoke on long, Biami can't do anything about them aggressing through their smoke. But now, with his smoke, he can play around it perfectly. They try venture forward, he executes them. Exist playing behind another one, and it's a game where they're just lurking around, but ThunderFlash unleashed from the darkness and claim themselves a second.
Yeah, that one's, again, just a really weird afterplant for Aurora, because they want to go through these smokes, and that's fine, but why are we not throwing flashbangs to kind of set yourself up, like, through them? Why are we not, like, popping through the through the smokes with flashbangs? It feels like it's incredibly individual, because these flashbangs are thrown here, sure, but I don't know. I feel like the push through long was almost a little bit desperate. And look what they're working with now. Look at this money.
Great opener from Friend. It's just against the eco, but that instant dink, if he died there, that would have been an AWP in their hands. It would have been space gone for Aurora. And then you've got Celta on the A1S, and he's going to be able to make quite good work with himself. Kenzie may have not been dinked down and would have had some armor because he wouldn't have had the necessity to swing middle.
Oh,
what a position from Demo. I didn't even know he could stand there. And I mean, yeah, just great awareness, and overall a really clean round that could have legitimately got scary.
Yeah, it definitely could have. Good kills out of Exist. ThunderFlash just taking their time. They're making sure to leave no stone unturned when they walk their way in towards A. Good clearing, as you mentioned, by Demo. That was just the eco. Now another buy comes through from Aurora. And it's interesting because whilst it was looking like they were in control of the game, it's been overextension and over-rotation. That's been the key deciding principles in allowing ThunderFlash a way in, and they are capitalizing on these mistakes. If Aurora just kind of limit the amount that they make, I feel like it's obviously going to go a lot better for them. Another push here out cave. Kenzie taking space. Lackey needs to be careful, but with contact being taken, he should be able to find a freebie. Somehow finds the AWPer of all things, and not Demo.
I think he would have wanted to there. I don't think one is sufficient enough. And again, look at these rotations. What? Kenzie's in T-spawn. They're just walking into his crosshair, but he will do the same to Klemanska. However, he starts what Lackey, he finishes what Lackey started, and he is able to get to take away that. And now Klemanska walking into Celta's crosshair. What is going on? Aurora are just everywhere, but then loving to leave the B bomb site, and they get saved by Kenzie pushing the elbow smoke.
They've been doing that quite a lot, actually. They've been getting into the elbow smoke more often than not. They were doing it with Lackey a couple of rounds ago. So it's really interesting the way that they want to take mid, because they want to actually just fight for the space beyond elbow, beyond mid itself. Now, this can get scary for Aurora in terms of the fact that their economy is already fragile and they could be losing more players than necessary. When it comes to the round, that is always theirs. That was always going to be the outcome with 25 seconds left where B Army was. The fact that he couldn't get the bomb. It's just the amount of damage he could post. 3 players dying here for Aurora. You'll see it when the funds come in. It's going to be a little bit awkward. There can be drops, but it comes at a compromise of utility.
I think the AWP being saved over though is also a big benefit. Easy will at least be able to upgrade himself from a fast. He has, I will be honest, hasn't really impressed me so far today. Like, it's been very early doors, but he's been very ineffective in the mid rounds. The only time he's got his 2 kills were both on retakes, and one of the rounds they actually lost anyways. I think he needs to be getting maybe just a little bit more presence in the map. Like to be a little bit more annoying. Seems like ThunderFlash are not scared of him right now, and this could be a decent start because he's going towards Cave, giving Kenzie some support as Kenzie just swings in middle. Easy, however, maybe this is a pretty bad position to be in because he's Cave with an AWP, and if he had a rifle there, Klemanska would be a dead man walking, but because the AWP gets tunnel vision, Klemanska almost doubles down. Speaking of Easy, he's walking wounded in Cave, and just imagine if he was able to spell out Klemanska, they'd probably be in the 5 versus 3 right now, but that's not going to be the case. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 retake. Kenzie's got the kit. Coming from ramp. Celta very late towards the A-bomb site, rotating in, but he's being held for.
It's got to be a round win here for ThunderFlash, surely. Yeah, feels like they need to, but with that being said, suddenly it is in this 1 versus 1. There is a kit and there's a smoke available for Easy. He drops it on and he gets on the bomb. The spam, it will connect, friends. Just about clutches up. Fair play to going for that immediately after those kills come in. No one survives for ThunderFlash, but the money, it is now completely gone for Aurora.
It's just, again, like the ineffective AWPing from from Easy rather. Like, he gets another kill on the retake, which they lose, and he just has no sense of impact when the execute actually is happening. And like, he could have really done, he actually could have probably won them the round straight off the bat, but just doesn't get anything done.
Cross B again. Another one. And this time the spam, that is immaculate from Demo. Norway on the corner. Oh dear, doesn't get cleared. And he's able to find one kill. How does he not find a second there? This is still very winnable here for Lackey because Demo is 6 HP. Around the corner, Lackey locks it in. We'll find it by the skin of his teeth. 4 kills in the round for Lackey. Aurora finds 6.
Well, you said he was a man to keep your eye on, and that's a round where he comes up in spades. Very unfortunate for Nori. I will say, like, this first kill, perfect. Where did the bullets even go? I think Demo literally jumped away from them. Bro matrixed out of those bullets. But unfortunately, when Lackey's on the prowl, you just can't escape him. He's in the jungle. And he's searching for his prey. ThunderFlash are doing well at actually keeping this a very contestable affair. But when Lackey just gets a 4K starting with a 5-7, simply what can you do?
Yeah, not a lot. Fair play to Lackey. I feel like these rounds don't need to be as scrappy and as chaotic as they are. And ThunderFlash are doing a really good job at throwing and weaving chaos into the structure of Aurora, because they are constantly over-rotating. This time they're taking the fight straight to ThunderFlash. All this time is really awkward for Demo. He's going to walk back just as Celta walks in. He can now tuck in towards the corner, and now he's not going to clear it. You imagine. Blindsided. It's rough, but he does get the kill.
There's a moment there where you can just imagine Demo just like flicks onto him, but no, not to be. 3 vs 5, Aurora stabilizing towards the end of this first half, looking to get themselves 7. Eco, sorry, it's gonna be a force push. It's the last round of the half. Like, I don't know what money they're gonna be using to buy into this next round, but Aurora, flawless isn't even necessary. It's just a nice little benefit. And yeah, 1900 loss bonus, maximum $2,150. You are scraping the bottom of the barrel, and Aurora will be looking for 8 on your map pick.
Yeah, it honestly feels like, despite these maps, we've already said them being good for ThunderFlash, you still kind of want to take your map pick. Kind of feels like it should be kind of going that way. But yeah, again, as we saw between Sprout and BNE, it doesn't matter if it's your map pick or not. You can still win by landslide margins. It's not all said and done just yet. Fast A play to end things here in this first half. Celta throws a smoke in their face. And he has got a quick rotate. Easy is here in Donut just in case he needs him. And he probably will, because ThunderFlash are about to completely explode.
They've actually got a lot of utility because they've subsidized head armor, so they're walking into an M4. Like, the M4 will be looking to just churn them up. If he connects onto the heads, it's going to be an AK just peppering them down. But with an easier recoil pattern, and here they come. Flashes launched. M4 finds his first target, but Friend spams him through the smoke and a wallbang? Okay, fair enough. Celta is just a bit of a skill issue right there, I guess. And Kenzie is able to climb a 2 together. Easy, still yet to have any impact in this round. Blocked out by the smoke. Hasn't really got a hope until that fades. And ThunderFlash, cutting noise. Beyond me, spotted out in Temple, but it's at the sacrifice of Nori. And Friend just shifting back towards the B-bomb side. What does Beyond me do here? Because he's just going to stay and stay alive because it focuses Aurora to be focusing on him. However, with 20 seconds, Friend's actually going to get a move on. He needs to start running. And as soon as Beyond me dies here, they're going to realize there's the B-bomb site. And that's when Friend is going to be under a lot of scrutiny in this 1 versus 2 with only a deagle.
Yeah, it's the fact he's only got a deagle. If he had a gun, then you'd be talking about this probably 100%. A lot more favourably. Just where can he weave his way into? There is a kit, and it is on this AWPer. Friend starts to walk forward towards ramp. Resets his mark here. Smoke can go on the bomb here for Aurora, and it will do. Friend will now start to escalate. The smoke's even spread to the point where you can't even really see it. Easy fakes the bomb. Friend, no way. Easy's got a team kill now. Friend's just staying alive. There's no time. Or maybe there is just enough. Easy is going to come right down to the wire. Even though he killed his teammate, it doesn't matter. And whilst Friend tries to make teammates become enemies, it's Aurora that just about survive and hold on.
Bro, what just happened? What was that round? What was that retake? I don't know if I should be impressed that he actually won it, or just so confused that he shoots his teammate. So he taps the bomb, comes off it, and then just flicks onto his teammate, spams Friend with literally half a second remaining. Friend can't get out of dodge. You know what? Sure, I'm actually lost for words. A win is a win, in the wise words of Brandon.
That's a throwback. We won't go into that.
Oh my god, we won!
We did.
A win is a win.
We won a 4 versus 5 in overtime.
In overtime.
And we didn't have 4, we had the 5, and it went OT. Anyway, friend, we'll find Kenzie immediately. And that is a good start. Oh, even better. Any more? Okay. Julie's. I don't understand how players can be so good with the dual Berettas, because I use them and
I don't connect that well.
It's a skill issue. I know it's a skill issue.
It honestly is a skill issue. That's why I don't even know what level you are actually anymore. I don't want to oversell you or undersell you.
Just say what you were feeling.
Yellow level?
No.
Orange? Green? Surely orange.
I'm nearly level 10 again.
Oh, I haven't pugged in CS2 yet. It terrifies me. I don't want to lose. It terrifies me. I'm just so bad at CS2. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I don't like it. Bring back the good old days.
Damn, that's a bold statement. Great flash. Well, I thought it was. It just didn't actually blind anyone.
I was gonna say, yeah,
But
I don't know where that flash
good.
went. Yeah, it did look like it was kind of perfect, and then just no one was blind. I mean, Clemencia's still just got an instant dink on Nori through like a wall. Yeah, he's gonna own.
Oh, okay.
Okay, only one. Friend here to pick up the scraps, and unfortunately runs out of bullets.
This
you
is
know what?
expensive. Oh, okay.
Oh, that could have been very dangerous. I'm very surprised that Demo was still able to hold, like, and he remained towards the A-bomb
Yeah,
site.
exactly, right?
Just because, like, you've seen the majority and the masses running through a smoke on cave. If that was Aurora, they'd be scarpering for the hills. They'd be running down that B-bomb site. But no, I'm actually quite impressed by Demo there that he stays towards A.
Yeah, good moment there for Demo. Exactly.
There was a game recently where it was like an intense double fake. I think it was VP Monty, and it was on Mirage. It was like overtime or maybe just before overtime,
right.
Third map, and like VP were all out of A, and Krasnow just sat truck on B, and I was like, why? That's such a bad play, but he won the round off it. Like, he literally, they double entried on A, and then the bomb went B, and Krasnow was just there. And I was like, you know what? You can actually have that. Like, fair enough.
He's just better. We got no info on this Techie P. However, we hope it's a short one.
Techie P?
Yeah.
I think my favorite Techie P I've had recently is that someone lost blood pressure in their index finger.
What?
I kid you not. Someone lost blood pressure in their finger, and they had to take a 10-minute pause.
I think it's worse that you said that's my favourite tech pause. The well-being was in
most
danger.
Most intriguing. The runner-up was a certain UK player had to take a tech pause because his dog went to the toilet next to him on the carpet.
I've heard that one many times from you.
It's fantastic, that's why.
You know what was more fantastic? A gun round. And Celta has taken a lot of damage early in mid. Exist, don't really know how he's alive in towards pocket. The volley doesn't spread to him. He's able to find the opening, kill Lackey. Swings over towards the box. Is there a trade? Not quite. Exist just about is able to scamper away. And Nori, who's trying to be somewhat hard pressed up B, it doesn't work out. And yet somehow in a blink of an eye, Aurora found 2 trades.
However, Kenzie's very low, 30 HP, and they do know where he is. Friend is all by himself on the B bomb site. Granted, Demo and Exist are taking good space towards A, but it doesn't really matter. Like, if Easy gets the kill on Friend here, or a Friend oversteps, and the B bomb site
does capitulate, then it doesn't matter that there's aggression towards A. That's exactly what happens. But speaking of that aggression, Exist with only 12 HP, rears his head from elbow, and will leave Easy now in a 1 versus 2. 24 HP. He's clutched up before. It's been a little bit unorthodox. Is this his time in the limelight? Nice smoke towards cave. That's like, ooh, it did miss, but it's actually good because Demo is looking to come towards there. It's going to mean, though, they're both coming up towards ramp in tandem. The trades will be there if necessary. Exit will be taking the first contact. 12 HP, easy. Swings in, isolates a duel. Doesn't spot Demo, though. That's the issue. Might not anticipate Demo, and that's it.
The A anchor comes back, saves it on the B bomb site, has a kit, and the fuse will come in.
Yeah, that's the awkward moment. When he swings and takes the kill, he doesn't spot Demo. There's that second line of defense. Well played from ThunderFlash. Just the fundamentals of we're in a 2 versus 1. One player's got low HP. We won't take individual gunfights. We won't come from different angles. We will just trade each other out. And that is exactly what happens. Fair play to Easy. It's a nice try, but it's ThunderFlash with the round. And also, it is ThunderFlash who bring this to within 1 round. And potentially, could it be equalising this scoreline here? Because Aurora haven't really got the weaponry to contend.
You're seeing these can be the most dangerous of rounds, though. B&E proved it. On Ancient, on this T side, these Tech 9s, they will hunt you down. Full execute. Once the B-bomb site, Klemanska out in no man's land. B-Army does save him with the spam, and Klemanska somehow actually gets out of dodge. That's a man advantage early for ThunderFlash. Easy brought down. Nori equally very low. Bomb, the inability to be planted because of utility consistently peppering towards the bomb site. Now, with smokes fading, it's near impossible. Aurora forced away, and ThunderFlash, a great hole, just consistently spamming, utility pouring down. However, I do like this change of play. Unfortunately, going towards long is maybe not the best idea. Celta and Nori, though, just destroy, decapitate with the Deagle. There was 4 players on grass. There were 4 players that potentially could have contested about these 3 individuals coming through from candles, but no, they get annihilated.
You want a hot take here? I think you're safe.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like if you don't find a kill in the next few seconds, that's where it gets difficult, right? Because the economy's not really well established. Aurora are giving you nothing. That's a fantastic smoke, but there's also a second one that can be put down on this bomb. They need to kind of get on it, though. That's the thing. I feel like Celta's got the lineup, and he does. As soon as that kill comes in, you now need to evacuate here if you ThunderFlash. It's so important you hold on to this AWP, and more importantly, just the secondary rifle around completely stolen away. Fortunately, able to extract that AWP and that rifle. But with Demo and with Exist not having the most amount of finances, things are going to get even more difficult here. That is a round stolen away by Aurora.
I was so impressed by the original hold.
Yeah,
it's just it's good to quell that aggression. It can be dangerous, and Klemanska alongside B-Army almost do fall. However, when you have 4 players that have the availability to spot out the T side rotating towards A, how do you let them bypass you? And how do both Nori and Celta just insane shooting as well coming into the next round? Easy, lovely opener, Lackey with another, Demo, Exist, full the wayside. And Klemanska, well, he's potentially next on the chopping block, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They've only got these 2 saved rifles from the last round, and I'm not sure how much they can get done.
Yeah, these were the 2, weren't they? The 4 spires falling flat on its face. And with Lackey finding B-Army, it now starts to get even worse. And Friend, he was able to hold on to the AWP last round. Now the next question is, can he hold on to it in this one against 5 Aurora players? Answer leaning heavily more and more in favour of no, but I'll tell you what, the bomb's making its way over now. This gets weird because they haven't really cleared Donut, and they're not considering Donut.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, never mind. He swings and misses. Friend, I think he... So, like, I was talking about Easy and Friend. I was kind of, like, hyping up this AWP versus AWP duel. Easy has had a slow game, but I didn't see Friend getting openers like that. I haven't seen Friend really do much, and he's a big win. Like, he is the win potential for ThunderFlash. If you look at his stats in this tournament, this is not a team that would actually be normally making the playoffs for events, but he's been the main reason for that. Yes, Biami stepped up. Yes, Klemanska's actually doing better than you'd anticipate. But Friend, 10 and 14, I just haven't seen him get anything going. And in this next round, they're going to have 2400. No AWP. He's not going to probably have an AWP out for the rest of this map. And Ancient, their map pick, might just be falling away from them at the end when it was literally just a Tech 9s.
Yeah. Also just... I think decisions around the economy, some rounds that definitely probably should have been saved a lot more. Also kind of fallen part of it. I feel like we can't really critique ThunderFlash too much though, because sure, it was those Tech 9s that have really undone things, but they have been playing a very good game. They've always gave themselves an opportunity. They're still well within this map as well. I mean, the fact that Aurora are now starting to pull away, they're now starting to establish a bit more of a buffer, is very beneficial to them, but still at the same time, look at all these damages that are now being added up by Biami. Low HP on Lackey. He's gonna hunt. And he will find it. 1 HP, and he hits the adjustment on that shot.
Who is this man?
Main guy to watch on Aurora.
Yeah, you said to watch him, and you can see why. He's playing out of his mind right now. He's not isolated though. Like it feels like a fairly unified effort. It does feel like everyone's doing very well on Aurora right now. And Easy, like, he may not be consistent with it, but he's getting those openings, he's getting those entries. And if that can continue, we could be saying goodbye to ThunderFlash. 2 more rounds. We go to second map. No AWP out. What can the rifles do?
Oh, well, they can do that. What a spam. Out of Friend, long range. He finds the opener, and now everyone wants to have a spam. How on earth has Kenzie found that kill?
I don't know. It's just sprays. They've been held. Biami needs to be very careful. Skulking around these smokes. He could be walking to his grave. The AWP was holding at a fire, and luckily he thinks better of it. I'm looking at Seltler. Seltzer, what is he doing towards A? Is he going to be a really late lurk? And with Lackey just running out on B, are they just not anticipating him? Is he really about to double down by himself? And now Seltzer reveals himself towards A. Oh, it's a lovely left, right, good night towards A, towards B. An exit all by himself. 1 versus 4. The lonely walk towards the A-bomb site does succeed for 1. Crosses that hurdle, however, done and dusted. He walks into Kenzie's crosshair. That's 12. ThunderFlash. I don't know what went wrong in that round, but it was just so much... they just weren't aware.
Yeah, that's really awkward. I feel like the biggest thing here and the biggest moment was obviously Lackey walking out the smoke. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's a headshot. But Lackey walking through the smoke here completely blindsides ThunderFlash. They're not ready for an explosive play such as that. And now look what they're working with. A couple of MP9s, the Famases, are now in play as well. It feels like it's the beginning of the end. And 1xBet certainly think that with the odds heavily favouring Aurora. Opening kill found as well. Exist hits the deck. Okay. Pretty convincing. HLTV Fantasy changed the carry stat from 25 kills in a map to 20. And Lackey doesn't care.
Yeah.
Lackey ended that with 25 kills. Absolutely incredible performance from him. ThunderFlash, feel like they're a little bit out of their depth there. Aurora, it's just the firepower, and it is the variations they were able to bring on that T side that nets them success. And now we head on to their map pick of Anubis.
Yeah, very, very well done. Nori at the end there wasn't even one of the individuals that was the superstar on that map, but even he has that capability towards the end just to run up and just to decimate everyone. And Seltzer on his lurks, like his stats don't really show that they were like that impactful, but I think he was able to isolate loads of individual kills on that T side. Maybe if he just could stop over rotating a little bit on the CT side, we could be in for a treat. However, a very dominant showing on their opponent's map pick. We've already seen today that doesn't paint a full picture. Anubis is next. Are they gonna repeat history, or are they gonna one-up BNE? Let's see who makes the quarterfinals. Will it just be done on Anubis? Will Aurora take it, or can ThunderFlash push us to nuke? We'll find out after the break.
very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
Are you
Watch the matches with bo3.gg, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with bo3.gg.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you got to do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
Welcome back in, everyone, and I'll tell you what, Aurora, even without Latic, they still look pretty damn decent. It was Lackey, it was Kenzie really leading the line. ThunderFlash, it felt like towards the end of that map, they were a little bit out of their depth.
Yeah, they did very well. They were making it very contestable, and I would have loved to have seen what their seed side would have been if they hadn't lost that one Tech 9 round. They lost kind of one fateful round, and then that was it. Like, it just kind of all fell over from them after that point. It was actually quite a just dominant spree afterwards, if I'm not mistaken. It was just 5 rounds in a row. That was it. Like, they made it very close. It was a 1-round game. ThunderFlash, they were down by 1 round. Tech 9's brought out. And what could you do? Lackey with over a 2 HLTV rating. Kenzie not far behind. And I felt like everyone was still picking up slack. Like, no one was really performing that badly. But then you look at ThunderFlash and I'm like, friends, what are you, like, where is it? 13 kills to 18 deaths? He needs to be doing better.
It was Demo as well. I feel like
Yeah,
Demo, we do look to Demo on this ThunderFlash roster to really elevate them to that next level. I thought Biami had a really good game.
He did.
And he's kind of not the player I'd really associate with kind of putting up all these big numbers for ThunderFlash. It would be these new additions. So you kind of look to them to kind of see how they're going to perform on Anubis. This, of course, is the right-hand side of the bracket. We had a little dive into the left a little bit earlier on. I've also got to talk to you about what is coming up, because it isn't just these 2 best of 3s that we're bringing you. There's 2 more today. After this, Saw versus Sinners, Ecstatic versus Preezy. Some banger round of 16 games, to be fair. Especially, I'm liking the way that Sinners have really adjusted themselves into CS2. I feel like they're definitely back on the upswing. And for Ecstatic, they're also surprising people left, right, center. We are live, though, with this one. Aurora ThunderFlash. It's map 2. It's Anubis. Let's get involved.
Let's get it. You said there's some very good round of 16 games, and yeah, you couldn't be any more correct. I think there's some very interesting games that can be coming across this tournament. It's more like, are there going to be upsets in the round of 16? Because a lot of these games are maybe one-sided with like Aurora, OG, Into the Breach potentially, Bet Boom, Nine Pandas should all be winning out. However, will that be the case? And well, this is our second game. You've got that considered underdog and team who's got a lot of favor behind them already in this second map. Nori, nice opener. Kenzie getting very aggressive, calling all the rotations over towards that A bomb site, claiming a frag while doing so. And when you mentioned Demo, you said he had to be a little more in this round, in this game rather. Well, unfortunately, he's only able to get one, and then Lackey just shuts him down. He is not going to be missing a beat, and in the same breath as Ancient, he's going to be swinging for the fences and swinging for 3.
Yeah, it's unlucky, because it honestly felt like Demo was going to hit that adjustment and maybe get a second kill, and that would have really opened the round up. But you got to really praise the proactiveness out of Aurora on this pistol round, right? Look at what happened. It was them pushing and taking space in towards Dark. It was then pushing in towards B main. It was Kenzie with really quick flanking towards mid that sets up 3 players for Aurora to be there. It's really hard, in my opinion, to get definitive space on this CT side of Anubis, but Aurora are looking to already set the tempo and set the issue from the word go.
Yeah, a team that do it really well. Complexity, great at aggression. They love putting a rifler in towards A with an AWP and taking all that space early on. I think a lot of teams on the CD side are they're like rooks on the CD side. They move always towards that B bomb site. There's only aggression towards that side of the map. However, when you can see a team's really good is when they're poking and prodding all around. And teams like Complexity, Monty, they do that really, really well. And I'd actually be interested to see what Aurora's aggression going to be like, because this is a map where you can't stay still. You have to make the other team. You have to make the other team. You have to make them very scared and uncomfortable. Because if you don't gamble stack, and if you don't have the information to allow your gamble stack, well then you're just going to get overrun, because it's one of the hardest maps to retake. And yeah, so that's going to be like a big thing. And when you see a team not taking any space and allowing for ThunderFlash, for instance, on the T side, to target the B bomb site, there's only 2 players there, that's when you can see a lot crumbling apart from a team, when they don't get that aggression. Right now, we've got early 2-0 lead, similar to what it was on Ancient. No AWPs out, and a very disjointed buy for Aurora.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's fine.
Just a bonus, right, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, but also you get Celta that can either go towards A or he can play middle with the XM. We see SDY do this quite a lot. He loves an XM in towards middle.
Good old Max 7 too.
Yeah, true. Nice hold. Norway trying to get aggressive, has 2 is easy, and suddenly 2 kills fall the way of ThunderFlash, and now you are working with these weapons, and Celta, not being funny, mate, the XM ain't gonna do nothing from that range.
It may be buffed, but it's not buffed that much. The XM is one of my favorites now. It's very overpowered, but it comes to a stage where that was actually just really a lovely sequence of play from ThunderFlash. Like, honestly, what more could you want? They break through. Lucky, he's upgraded to an AK. You were calling maybe in some rounds you should go for these saves. This is one of them. 2 versus 4, like, you're not going to win it out. Save the AK, save the A1S, and they just run into their grave. Like, what are you trying to achieve? And I think going 1 for 1 there is so ineffective.
Yeah, I don't really agree with it. It's a bit unfortunate for the decision making, but you've got to give a lot of praise to ThunderFlash, who are aware that, look, Aurora are trying to set tempo. They are trying to set the pace, and we have to hold a little bit for the extremities, and they have to hold just in case that Aurora want to try and set tempo, and that's exactly what happened. ThunderFlash punish, and now Aurora, I wonder if that's going to make them double down on this aggression, or it's going to make them just sit back a little bit, but that in turn gives ThunderFlash a little bit more space to work with.
Oh my god, speaking of aggression, ThunderFlash, they are throwing everything in the kitchen sink right now at Lackey. Kind of how you stop him, right? Like, he's such an immovable force. If you want to stop him, you have to bring the full might of your squad, or just smoke him off. And even then, Klemanska peeks too early around it. Nori also just holding the spam. That's 2 frags towards middle, and Aurora haven't even spotted anyone out yet. That's completely diminished their aggression, because they wanted to split towards the A-bomb site, but now that's just not really going to be possible, Brandon.
No, it's not really. I feel like Biami's going to get caught out in a second here. Lackey searching. Looking at the left-hand side. Could be caught out from the right, but it's easy that hits the shot. Lackey. Biami is right here. Norway will actually expect Biami there regardless of Lackey taking space back in mid. Very well played out of Aurora. As soon as ThunderFlash find the opening, it's an immediate variation from Aurora to get themselves 2 opening kills to completely take the sting out of this T side. And whilst Norway will be eliminated by Friend, it feels like the kill's only a consolation. That is the first one in this round for ThunderFlash.
Yeah, this whole round, I like the premise of it, and I will say, just a little bit lackadaisical from Klemanska. He goes way too fast before the smoke has bloomed, and then, I don't know how Nori got his spam, so I can't really comment upon that, but just 2 spams through a smoke, and that's it. That's round over. Easy, picking up the pace a little bit, nice clinch down towards the A-bomb site, and ThunderFlash, well, maybe it was good Aurora did go for a 1-for-1 at the end of round 3, because now their money is just a little bit worse for wears. AWP does come out, however, you've got Tech-9's Galils, so you've got a lot of importance and reliance right now on Friend.
And you've called on his reliance and necessity for him to be here in a lot of these instances, so maybe this should be his time to shine. Unfortunately for him, it's not even a decent leg shot. I feel like the shot just ricocheted off a wall. Only damages Kenzie for just under 40 HP. But at least it scared that player away from Dark. And that spam is perfect out of Exist.
Yeah, that's just really unlucky. Like, really, what can you do if you're easy there? And now, ThunderFlash slowing the pace down. No clear directive just yet, but I was speaking about that aggression at the very beginning. Aurora, a gamble sack towards the A-bomb site, and they'll be looking to force the issue. However, Demo, on the other end, with only a deal, could be an issue for him more than them. Friend, lovely aggression with the AWP. Spots out Lackey as well. This Molotov thought was going to maybe close Lackey in. Lackey does get away. However, Demo, you know what? Don't even think he stopped moving. Bye-bye. And he continues on Nori. You called him out, saying he wasn't doing too well on Ancient. Well, bam. There you go. How'd you like them apples?
WTF. What is that kill? Like, come on, man. Like, he's sprinting. He's full moving. But he still hits it anyway. Fair play. All you can do is hold your hands up there for Aurora and go, do you know what? We got outdone. Brilliant spam in towards mid. I feel like mid is a very weak, vulnerable point for Aurora, simply because currently they've got easy there. And he just feels a little bit unsettled. As a result, that's why I feel like we're getting a lot more of these extremity pushes out of Aurora to really kind of compensate from that fact. There is that kill again from Demo. I feel like mid is vulnerable. And I feel like unless Aurora change their setup and they adjust, things could be a little bit difficult for them later down the line. Unfortunately, that nade lands the opposite side of the pillar for ThunderFlash. But Friend gets the idea, hey, every single player is here. We can go A. He has got the bomb, which makes things actually pretty awkward. But Klemenska is here with the Galil. It should be a cleanup, and it is.
Yeah, that is that could have got dangerous for sure, but I think it is. I think it has come away quite nicely, and I think that is very important that ThunderFlash were able to maintain it, keep some economical preservation, and now Aurora, I have no idea what they've scrambled together, but it's far from a buy. Like MP9, 2 for masses. I guess, you know what, they're just going for that utility. They want to make sure they have as much util as possible, and I do respect that.
What's your change up here? What's your variation if you're Aurora? It feels a lot more passive now. You look at how tight some of these angles are being held by ThunderFlash. Look at how aggressed they think Aurora are gonna be. But that's not the case at all. Famus's MP9s, close range, is what Aurora would preferably want. Especially in towards middle. Lackey here waiting patiently. But instead, it currently looks like it might be A. Especially with the bomb making its way over towards canals.
Yeah, and then we see a rotation. 3 players towards B, very stagnant. This is what happens if you gamble stack with no real information. You've got Celta with a good Molotov that he can propel forward. Just a little bit too early, like it doesn't really matter. ThunderFlash are more than happy to wait that out. However, there is actually going to be somewhat of rotation over. They're going to be playing a bit more of a passive default with Nori towards middle and Lackey coming in to help the A bomb site. Now with util being thrown, it's not even a commit actually to ThunderFlash. It's like watching Verse Pro. They're throwing util, committing towards A, but the bomb sailing back towards the B bomb site. Well, Exist has actually taken some control in middle. B Army opens up that B bomb site. However, look at this rotation. Both Kenzie and Nori now in tandem. And I'm not sure what Exist can get done. He's actually going to hit Lackey, catches off the lurk, and now trying to put down the pedal. Kenzie and Nori unable to get anything going, and ThunderFlash, a marvel of a round. Playing, toying with Aurora, and not allowing them any space to even breathe. They were suffocated in that round.
Yeah, that was really well done. Just a perfect fake coming in. You mentioned the fact that Aurora have been devoid of intel in that round. They kind of gambled over towards B, and then as soon as contact gets taken over towards A, they immediately rotate. Easy. Okay, but I think he just had a pre-bind. He just bought Nova armor instantly and then just sold everything. Turret being called for Aurora. Yeah, that was a really well worked round, and I feel like ThunderFlash, they can implement more of those into their default, then they're gonna have a much better time here.
Well, ThunderFlash living the high life. They finally get the lead, and they're actually doing quite well. No Nova, unfortunately. I feel like it's the most Aurora thing to have like a pre-purchase buy-in for a Nova. They're even going to sell the 5.7. Celta only buys up the dual Berettas. And it's going to be a full eco. ThunderFlash only lost 1 player last time. They'll be looking to replicate that exactly what's going to happen.
Clean.
Clean.
Very clean. I mean, what more could you say? You got to bear in mind, I think this is still the most T-sided map we've got in the pool. I feel like it was that way on Go, coming over on CS2. It's still, I think, even more so potentially. I feel like if Aurora get 4 or 5 rounds, they'll actually be okay. I consider that to be a healthy benchmark on Anubis now. The fact they've already got 3 should fill you with some confidence here that they have got a decent plan amongst it. This is a very deep smoke thrown in to allow space in dark, but they blow it open ThunderFlash. There will be 1 trade immediately. And normally off the back of this, people get aggressive elsewhere out of Aurora. That's why Lackey's here in window. And he should be able to deal with another. This is ridiculous. All the kills coming in a matter of moments. How have Aurora suddenly compounded an entry kill from ThunderFlash into 4 of their own?
That is magnificent. Quickly just turns on their head. And this is a big round for ThunderFlash because it could have given them so much momentum and confidence into this map. And Friend, he could get some damage off, and that will be what happens. Nice frag onto Lackey. One more here, and it could be very damaging to their economy. Potentially a bomb down as well, but he has no idea where Celta is, and Celta's playing around this pillar perfectly, waiting for the time to strike. Peeks in, and drops Friend. Nicely done. Could even double AWP potentially. It's a map where it's viable. But Aurora keeping themselves in this one. And as you said, like, great opener, and then it just crashes down. This is the aggression that I've been wanting to see. Just like, you're pushing towards middle after you lose the opener.
They've been doing that though, and they've actually been getting caught off guard by Exist and his spams towards the window. Like, he's been nailing them. So the fact they go for it again, it is bold. But it does work out this time. Fast play, potentially just coming out the gate early for ThunderFlash. Haven't seen a straight up exec. We might get one. Look at this. They are running through that molly. They are trying to come in. Celta, he's locked the door.
Lackey trying to throw the key away, but unfortunately, only good for that first. Does just mean that ThunderFlash, they're still in this one. Can they release themselves from the cage they're in? Exist and Friend. Bomb goes down. Friend getting very aggressive with the AWP, but unfortunately, the aggression... it's going to be expected, anticipated. Exist now in the smoke, holding hands with Nori. They're shooting at their teammates, but then Exist peeks out the other side, and it's Aurora evening it up.
That was so weird. That was a weird end to the round, but fair play.
Very bizarre.
For Celta and Lackey finding 3 kills on the opener there. ThunderFlash threw everything at that. And despite them losing the round, the fact they get the bomb down and they've won so many of these rounds in a row, they've still got plenty of cash. Friend can even pull out another AWP. Pressure is still on here for Aurora, but they've already laid down these foundations. I said 5's a benchmark. Now anything more is a bonus.
I love the aggression from Nori and Kenzie.
Oh,
however, don't love that nade. I love it with ThunderFlash, but my god, Kenzie Eaters gobbled that up. It's landed on him. And Lackey needs to be very careful. I'm very surprised he is the kahuna to swing. Yeah, like I was gonna say that they're spamming the smoke. You're playing with fire, and he gets the smoke. I don't know what he was anticipating. That's a good opener. However, we've seen what ThunderFlash are like when they do get these openers.
And the issue is though that now you've got no presence in middle, so you've rotated another player away here. Exist trying to take this space. B commitment is always the intentions here for ThunderFlash. It's just the timing of when they want to go and how many players they're going to sell the idea in towards mid. Look, Norway's come back over. There are 3 players here for Aurora trying to hold things in.
This is the best chance they have. Celta's also going to be coming very quick behind on Cave. Can this original hold stand up true? It will, but speaking about Celta, he gets knocked down. Lovely flashbangs. Now Easy is all by himself, trying to give some coverage, but they all bypass him, and he's going to have to save here. Try, see if he can scarper away, but the operative word is try.
Yeah, really got to compliment ThunderFlash and the way they went about that execute. It was that split, and the Dark players came as the B main players were walking through the doorway. It was a split in all semblance of the word. And as soon as they identified that one player was in towards Glyph, you had players that just went round the other side. Just completely ignored his position. Easy not able to save this AWP either. And money, a problem definitely for Celta.
Yeah, no, that's a real issue. You get 1 kill on that hold, or 2 kills rather, and 1 comes from when you're trying to save, and you can't even save anyways. That's a lovely entry, or a lovely execute from ThunderFlash, but I have no idea what Aurora are doing in that round. It felt very disjointed, but I do love the awareness to catch off Celta. However, are we seeing another repeat of B&E Sprout? Are ThunderFlash really about to lose their map pick quite tragically and then win their opponent's map pick? Coming into the last round of the half, 7-5 on the T side. Not the best. 6-6 would actually be pretty decent for Aurora, all things considered. And a lot of parallels that we can put between B&E and Aurora right now. Of like this first half, they've never really had a foothold in. And they're just like, if they get 6-6, happy days, they can go in second half and kind of reset themselves a little bit. And that's not how you do it, I can't lie.
I'll tell you what, that nearly worked though. That's how scary. It's
crazy.
Scary that it nearly worked. Klemenska very low. Norway with this Org, who... Tell you what, this Org's coming into fashion a lot more here in CS2. Look at this angle he's holding as well. This is so deadly. If he goes around the corner, that's where it starts to get a little bit tricky. He's the only player here. If Demo finds this kill on A, which he does, that's going to sell the idea further. Celta overwhelmed. And I'll tell you what, ThunderFlash can now just go in towards A. He's got all of that space.
Yeah, this is perfect. Nori, a 1v4 for the ages. I don't even know if he can, like, if he's even gets to the bomb site. He's been heard by friend. And there he is. Dropped. 7-5. ThunderFlash. A really nice ending to this half. And Aurora shut down very nicely on their map pick so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, been very impressed with ThunderFlash and their resilience, especially in this first half. However, that was T-side. Now, I look and I start to get curious. I've watched ThunderFlash on Anubis a number of times, but I haven't really watched them with Demo and Friend. But what I will say is that their AWP normally likes to get incredibly aggressive towards A main. And I wonder if that is still the play for Friend and ThunderFlash.
I would just like to see him get more aggressive, like get more of that conviction. I think, as I said, drawing at the very beginning, it's like drawing on comparisons and influence from other squads. AWP and rifle pushing aggressively towards A main is very comparable to Nuke ramp with an AWP and rifle there. However, in this round, Celta, as I don't know how he's evaded Demo's dual Berettas. He will not be able to escape the ones of Biarmi. Now, speaking of Demo, he rears his head up behind. However, only good for the first. Bomb's going to get planted. Kenzie, playing with fire, toying with his life, needs to be careful because he's running very aggressively by himself. And even though Klemenska does peek into Nori and isolate that duel, cannot land bullets, and Nori, you know what? Fair enough. 19 HP, swing his advantage, swung.
Yeah, this gets a little bit awkward. But Norway, this second shot here is just immaculate. Able to get the round. Do Aurora. Money. Now notably in the bin. That's what normally happens when you lose the pistol round. So it's a buy one, get one free. Despite it being 7-5, it should be 7-7 after Aurora do claim the pistol. Stack in towards mid, but the T side ahead of A.
Should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Lackey has just walked past one though, and what? How is he alive? Okay, Biarmi spams away, tickles him down. And this should be dealt with quite easily, and it would be a 7-7 scoreline. Brandon, what are we saying? Where is this one going? ThunderFlash, do they have a hope on Anubis? And that is actually some nice tracing.
That was fun to watch as well, the ragdoll flying and like nearly falling through the floorboards of Anubis. Scenes.
Cool beans.
Where's this going?
Going back
I don't know.
Yeah, where's this?
I feel like Aurora will come into their own on their T side. I feel like that they're very good on the T side of this map. And
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I don't want to rule ThunderFlash out, but I feel like it's going to be a very difficult kind of tail end to this second map. But with that being said, I've been impressed with the resilience so far. So there's no indications right now that would suggest they wouldn't be able to hold on and keep reinforcing these bomb sites, but we're yet to see defaults coming out. This is the first technically proper gun round from both of these teams, so this is where we start to get a real indication of what's going down.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think we can't really jump to make conclusions without any preemptive assumptions. And I think my assumption is just Aurora are going to clean up on the T side. However, what do we see from ThunderFlash? And is not having Lackey going to be that big of an issue? Easy. He's not been bad per se. I just don't think he's been as consistent as I would have anticipated him to be from my past showings. I know it's like it's not much that I've going off on. However, I was impressed when I saw him his first ever HLTV game. However, for now, Celta, don't know how he misses that one. Demo has gotten away with murder. Don't know if that's a CS2 or just individual difficulty. However, Lackey is not going to fall to the same way as he eliminates one coming mid, baits in Nori, quick, clean, one tap to the head, and Friend in a 1 versus 3, he's been spotted, isn't able to capitalize upon Kenzie, and that's going to be an 8 for Aurora, a flawless T-side so far.
Yeah, and here's your example, right? Here's why we say it's really difficult for CTs to find information and find opening kills. Look at what happens there in towards mid. It's just a pure contact play from Aurora. They cut all noise. They don't telegraph their moves with utility, and they're able to finally start executing on towards A as they're entering camera. And there's been no pushes whatsoever from ThunderFlash. They don't go and search B, they don't go and search middle, they don't look towards A, and so they've got no intel. Aurora play that one really well. The fact that they just cut all of the noise, they don't allow ThunderFlash any opportunity to understand where they're coming in from. And there's only one kill in the mix thrown in.
And now for Aurora. They need to make sure they hold strong. Celta, finally, he's had a difficult map, I will say. I think he's been really struggling on these kind of extremity plays and maybe lurking around, skulking in the darkness. I think he's had a rough time. I really can't lie. But in this round, at least he has something to cheer about, and this is being dealt with quite nicely. I think Friend all by himself is, if he gets one frag, I'll actually be impressed. I doubt that would be the case though. And it looks like Aurora onto 9, 4 away from winning their map pick and closing out the series and putting themselves in the quarterfinals.
That's right, he's not Flash at least. Unfortunate. Lots of money available now for ThunderFlash at least. There's also an AWP potential that can come out for Friend. Not sure how it exists. Tell you what, he's been impressing me a lot. Was a little bit unfamiliar with him. Apologies. Unfamiliar with your game exist, but you've been doing pretty damn good.
Do you know what I am interested in? Is that the quarterfinal matchup could be 9 Pandas versus Aurora if 9 Pandas beat Meta. And I have this thing where it's like Bet Boom 1 win, Aurora 9 Pandas 4s.
Okay.
And even Parry Vision.
That's a lot of teams.
No, but it's these CIS teams where like I have no idea where to put any of them in regards to who's better and who's not. And I feel like it's really cool. Like I think they're all really even on occasions, and there's like whoever comes up on the day, for instance. And I feel like that's gonna be a really interesting matchup. I think like 9 Pandas have equally alongside Aurora maybe like stopped churning out these results as much as before, and I think that's gonna be a really cool result to see. And then potentially even finding like a Bet Boom versus one of these guys in the finals is also really interesting.
Next eco, I'll rank them for you.
I could rank them, but I think like I think just Bet Boom 1.
No, we'll do it on an eco.
Do it on an eco, but for now, gun round.
Yeah.
Exist, you were hyping him up. However, he's only able to get one. Biami does trade, but now he's in a spot of bother, especially considering his rotations have been chopped away.
That's really cool. Really good communication there from Aurora. Important fight for Lackey walking through that temple smoke. and getting the jump on Klemenska. And then Celta just retreating from his position out towards A, and he just comes back and kills the Dark player. That creates so much space for Aurora. They found themselves up to 10. Really good mid-rounding. Just all based off communication. They're doing things very simply, but it is all based on what they're telling each other and what they understand themselves to be in and what is the best possible angles for each of these gunfights to unravel in.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I think that was coming to the point where that was like that had to be a win for ThunderFlash because now it's looking very unfortunate for them. This should be 11-7. Then if a gun round's won, then it's probably game over. And Aurora, they do have to contend against the York, but that's going to be it. Also, Brandon, hit me with the rankings. Also, I put Spirit above all of them. Is Cloud9 VP Spirit, or maybe VP Cloud9?
CIS guys. I thought we were going to do like the 5 that you said. Like, what
yeah, Bet Boom, like Bet Boom, but Bet Boom at top because of their run at Sydney.
Yeah, I'd agree.
One win get plummeted down because they've lost Boomich, but yeah. I would have put one win second, so I don't know where to put them now.
I would have as well. I think Aurora. I think Aurora second now.
So do you think 9 pounds a third?
Yes. And then I'd put 1 win. I'd put them. Then I'd put 1 win. Then I'd put 4s. Then I'd put Paravision. Sorry.
Paravision have really just I'd agree with you. Just because 4s, I don't know what they were cooking by removing Jerry, and I had no idea what cooking Jerry's cooking now. Like, did you see they tagged out like a close qualifier?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice, Celta. That's why they're the second best.
In our opinion, it's all subjective, guys. But that was a very.
I think it's gonna be. That's why like the 9 Pandas Aurora is gonna be interesting. Because I feel like that's kind of like battle for second potentially. Within like the second tier of CS, in a sense.
Yep. Nice shot. Oh, I thought you hit there. I like that nade in towards mid, just trying to offset things, but it doesn't quite happen. Here we go. Here's a push, and wow, immediately a decapitation out of Norway. And now Lackey's applying a squeeze on middle, and he gets past the crosshair of Klemenska. 2 kills immediately. In fact, make it a 3rd. Aurora, they are locking in this series right now.
Oh my god, they're doing it so dominantly. And I feel like Nori and Lackey have just been so good alongside Kenzie in this series. And Biami, sadly, it's the lonely walk to death. Oh, doesn't even land a shot on 2 HP Nori. So pinpoint, so clinical. They do not skip a beat. And that's the Aurora we know. The Aurora that are performing so great in CS2 right now.
That was wild. That was so much aggression being thrown at them for the first time this half, and they expected it, and they were just ready. And then they counter it with aggression of their own. Lackey finding all that space in towards mid. Noise up to 20 kills. This is just kind of going through the motions now for Aurora.
Yeah, it's formality, isn't it?
Oh, I like this though. Push through the mid smoke. Hello. He's got the time in, but they've already dropped down. They're already splitting on towards B here, and Biami needed more than just 1 kill.
But look how fast the flank is. Nope, never mind. Klemenska literally ran through the middle smoke at the very start of the round. He was still too late on that flank. A 4 versus 2. Smoke dispersed. Easy Celta in the blink of an eye. Execute the final 2 players. And Aurora, that's a little bit more like it. B&E, they struggled this morning at Sprout. Aurora, they flex their muscles and they surge into the quarterfinals. Your second team to make it there.
Yeah, I've got to be honest with you. It always felt like this series was going to go 2-0 to Aurora based on the fact that these teams both share map pools. But what you got to look at is ThunderFlash showed some really good signs. They've showed some very good growth from their group stage, making it to the playoffs. But Aurora are just a little bit more refined, and they've got the mid-round variations, and it's clear that they've got a very good structure in place. And when something might go a little bit awry, they're able to reset, and they've always got a plan B and a plan C.
Yeah, I will say, ThunderFlash have really impressed me. I remember when I first saw them in closed qualifiers, and now they've kind of like, they're actually doing quite nice. Like, they've come from these closed qualifier positions, and they've now just been like grinding away at these CCTs, and they're not doing too bad. Like, I think making it from like to the playoffs of this tournament, especially considering they're still making closed qualifiers, I think that's really, really well done. They're playing in advanced. I'd love to see them with some deep advanced runs. They did last season. They actually did quite well overall. Like, again, they should be proud of themselves. I think this is a team that's on the up and coming. They've got really good roster changes with Friend and Demo. That's only going to increase their chances even further. And I think coming at the end of this year, I'd love to see them take this in their stride.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got 2 more best of 3s to bring you. We have talked about them throughout the day as well, but we've got Sinners versus Saw in around about an hour and a half, and then Preezy versus Ecstatic. We get to round out the majority of the right-hand side of that graphic you just saw on the screen there. But for now, that is all from me and Freddie. We're going to go to a little bit of an extended break, but when we come back, there'll be new faces taking you through new matchups in the round of 16. Sinner versus Saw coming up just after this extended break.
A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.